The HOA cop actually pulled a gun on my wife today. I was in my home office in Crestwood, Florida, frozen, staring through the window at this maniac in a golf cart aiming a loaded weapon at her. My wife, Claire, a fitness instructor or so I thought, was standing perfectly calm. No screaming, no panic, just calm precision. The man, later identified as Danny Stone, wore a polo shirt over a tactical vest, a Bluetooth earpiece dangling from his ear, and his golf cart sported homemade decals reading Crestwood Safety Patrol in Comic Sans. Comic Sans. If it weren't for the gun, I might. Jennifer Smith rushed out of her pristine white SUV, emergency flashers blinking like she was responding to a natural disaster. She apologized for Danny's overzealous training exercise, producing laminated badges, official-looking documents, and clipboards as though presenting evidence in court. According to her, our HOA had recently approved enhanced security measures due to reports of suspicious activity. Danny, she claimed, was a newly hired community safety officer practicing routine patrols. She explained that he had misunderstood instructions, but everything was under control. Claire, unfazed, released Danny, helped him to his feet, and handed him the pieces of his disassembled gun with a polite smile. Danny's face burned crimson as he mumbled incoherent apologies, clearly not grasping what had just transpired. I went outside to check on Claire. She was casually stretching against the mailbox, acting as though dismantling an armed man was as mundane as doing push-ups. When I asked if she was okay, she shrugged. Danny needs better training. By lunchtime, curiosity overtook me. I started researching Danny Stone. He'd been unemployed for 6 months, living off odd jobs and unemployment benefits. Yet he somehow had a new pickup truck and a poolside apartment. I dug into the company Jennifer claimed employed him, Crestwood Security Solutions. Nothing existed. No website, no licensing, no insurance. It was as if the company existed only on Jennifer's paperwork. I discovered similar incidents in other Florida cities, all involving residents harassed by HOA security companies under mysterious circumstances, often resulting in homeowners being forced to sell their properties. My stomach turned. Using my graphic design research skills, I traced the HOA's payments, $3,000 per month for 18 months. Later that day, a certified letter arrived addressed to me, a $1,000 community safety violation fine. According to Jennifer's paperwork, I had harassed security personnel and created a hostile environment. Payment was demanded within 72 hours, or additional penalties could follow. Claire read the letter calmly, almost clinically, and said, "This is reconnaissance. She's testing boundaries." I blinked. Reconnaissance? In a suburban HOA dispute? That was when I realized she wasn't just a fitness instructor. Claire viewed these incidents like tactical operations. Soon, I discovered neighbors received similar fines. Mrs. Patterson, at the meeting, Jennifer unleashed her full strategy. Charts, crime statistics, testimonials, and slick visuals were presented. She framed Claire as overreacting, subtly implying she might have something to hide. Half the residents supported armed HOA security. The other half hesitated, questioning legitimacy. I stood up with visual evidence. Charts tracing $54,000 of HOA funds to a fake company, documentation of Danny Stone's suspicious lifestyle upgrade, and proof of similar operations in other Florida communities. Questions about accountability and oversight were raised. Jennifer attempted to dismiss my claims as harassment, but the numbers were undeniable. Residents began demanding explanations, and for the first time, the illusion of back home, Claire had already been researching Jennifer. Divorce records, financial history, patterns of HOA harassment, and a shocking discovery. Jennifer had targeted military families across multiple communities. Even more unnerving, Claire's name appeared on a target list written 6 months ago, long before we knew who Jennifer was. Claire's reaction was methodical, calculating. She recognized Jennifer's operation as an intelligence gathering and harassment campaign. She analyzed patterns of behavior, identifying the risks and predicting potential moves. It was strategy and counterintelligence, not anger or fear. I realized at that moment that I hadn't just married a fitness instructor. I had married someone trained, analytical, capable of navigating and neutralizing threats with deadly precision. The HOA dispute had become something much bigger, something far more dangerous. The next morning, Jennifer escalated her campaign. Instead of direct confrontation, she manipulated elderly neighbors, visiting homes with cookies and carefully crafted narratives. According to her, I was unstable and a threat to community safety. Neighbors began avoiding me. Mrs. Patterson wouldn't meet my eyes. Even previously friendly acquaintances kept their distance. Jennifer had turned me into a pariah using fear and manipulation. Every attempt to share evidence was dismissed as harassment or intimidation. Claire observed everything with analytical detachment. She trained me in counterintelligence tactics, documenting harassment, maintaining evidence chains, and distinguishing between genuinely fearful neighbors and those being manipulated. Claire identified Jennifer's biggest mistake. Targeting me so aggressively revealed that our investigation threatened her operation. People don't act defensively unless they are protecting something significant. Claire monitored house calls, noting behaviors and tactics. She helped me strategize responses, avoiding escalation while ensuring evidence was preserved. The suburban battlefield had turned into an intelligence game. Meanwhile, the HOA's public image remained strong, hiding the manipulation beneath layers of official documents and professional presentation. But the breaking point came when I discovered Jennifer had been intercepting our mail. Credit card companies called about change of address requests I hadn't made. The post office confirmed a temporary mail forwarding request had been submitted under a forged signature. Jennifer wasn't just stealing HOA money or manipulating neighbors. She was building a case against me, fabricating evidence to potentially have me arrested. The scale of her operation was both audacious and terrifying. Claire remained calm, instructing me on documenting everything, maintaining proof, and anticipating Jennifer's next moves. Her military-style foresight was my only shield in a community gone rogue. It hit me. I didn't just live in a quiet suburban neighborhood anymore. Our home was a target. Our lives were under surveillance. Claire, my wife, wasn't just a fitness instructor. She was trained, lethal, and methodical. Jennifer's campaign had exposed her skills, her intelligence, and her ability to protect what mattered most. The HOA confrontation was only the beginning. What started as absurdity had evolved into an intricate battle of strategy, surveillance, and counterintelligence. And for the first time, I realized we weren't just defending our home. We were in a war, and Claire was the general I had unknowingly married.